look for yourself. Look for yourself, Jamaica. Look for yourself. Look for yourself. And they talk about good governance. Look for yourself. Government vehicle distributing food to only Jamaica Labour Party supporters.
Now, Mr. Prime Minister, number 28, you saying that the international people them are saying that then a lie. Mark Golan and the MP them a tell, and the people them where they are Jamaica were still homeless, still without food, still without shelter. I tell lie. And them come at Jamaica and see the suffering of the people them and say you're the good. Okay.
I have been bringing these incidents as I hear of them. I have been bringing them to the attention of the Prime Minister through WhatsApp. He has not responded to me at all since last week, the Saturday before last, 10 days ago. I have not heard from him in response to any of my messages.
Direct contradiction of the nonsense that some people are saying. So I know that it hasn't done any damage at that level, because they know, they see, they understand, they know the systems in place, and they know what would have happened in other countries. And they have confidence in the government. But some of them who are saying these things are people who know better, and they mislead. They mislead the people. So let me be clear in this parliament that this government will manage this disaster without any form of corruption, misdirection, maladministration, malfeasance, misfeasance. We are going to manage this disaster with the highest level of probity and integrity and accountability. And it is necessary to do this, Mr. Speaker, because the scale of what we need in support from the international community can only be gotten if the international community feels that we have the institutional framework to ensure that whatever resources are made available are properly used. So one can only say that those people who are spreading those rumors are the...
So basically what you're saying, 28, is that person must speak the truth about what's happening in Jamaica. Because if them speak the truth, them a destroy Jamaica reputation, yeah, on the international scene, and a damage the reputation of the government so that you can't be able to get money for borrow, because them are gonna say you aren't capable, or we doesn't have a steady government we can manage money, so they won't lend us no money. Well, maybe that's a good thing, because we don't need for a borrow no whole money for a bill back Jamaica, because even if our borrow, it's still not gonna benefit where we have to pay back that for our whole lifetime. We have to find other means and ways of using our own resources of start being an independent country, and stop run go to these foreign countries, but say one borrow and keep pushing us back. We're at a stage now where we are at nothing. Let's see how resilient we are. Let's see if we can build without running to these foreign people and bow down to them. And you want us to hide the truth. Because of that now, we are speaking about the truth of what's happening to the people them. These are real lives. You understand? And we now stop speak about it. So all this crap you come talking about, that no work with me. That can work with people who don't have no insight, we don't have no intelligence, we don't have the simple thing as common sense to see what you're saying is crap. All these things what's happening to the people that need to stop. The fairness need for be seen. We're not seeing that. These are the things them we are talking about. All the thing you interested about is money. And that's all you interested about. How we need to go borrow and we need to get money for bill about Jamaica. So you all need to stop talk about bad about Jamaica. You destroy us, brother. You understand? With all the poor choices them we make behind closed door. You understand? And not because you don't get caught up yet, you know. But remember, yeah, you can't hide from yourself. And you are your worst enemy.
And Holness been left up on the back. None of you know us not fix yet. Fix the whole I live right. go to the constituents them and ask who are labor right. And make them show you who them vote for and dig up their name. And know them vote for labor right too and fix them the house. And let the uno, not PMP house not be fixed.
And that you say, you see the devil a come out here, yeah? And that your Prime Minister tell you. You see why I not like labor right? Because you now have no love in your heart for your brother and your sisters. Boy like you and Jonas can't wait for wall you and tell you for bend over. Because you definitely love man more than you love yourself. You's a real worthless boy. You're one of them despicable Jamaican. Because you want to say a Jamaican homeless. But coupon you too. Well, you and your Prime Minister try that and see the apocalypse broke out in Jamaica because you don't know it's a dangerous game that you play with poor people. You feel like, say, we are going to soon have one with listener. A dangerous game that you play with poor people, yeah? You try that and see the apocalypse go on in Jamaica. Bro, me tell you, if you come down off of the internet, you know, and you still come up on the internet to the house, you know, I don't know, you know. What this man think? Does he think that taxpayers' money belongs to Andrew Holness or only GLP supporters? Taxpayers' money belongs to every single Jamaican. You understand that? So no stop playing with people in Jamaica, brother. A dangerous game on our playing, brother. Every Jamaican deserve the same. And this kind of one-sided game where you and your Prime Minister play with the people in Jamaica, you know. It gonna backfire upon you, you know. In the wickedest way, you know. Me I'm telling you that, you know.
And Holness will left on the back. None of you know us not to fix yet. Fix the whole of labor right. Go to your constituents them and ask who are labor right. And make them show you who them vote for and dig up their name.
From when Melissa blow, and you not even see the Prime Minister they come. But when you be in your little one room, the Prime Minister come hug you up and he kiss you up. And he might have changed his shirt. Because say, you know, probably no one Jamaican people smell like his shirt. You know, one Jamaican people smell like that. And right now, no water for we be nothing. And the Prime Minister not even come and say thanks. I don't say what Africa, they look more money poor time where you got. God no love, not no ugly, Mr. Holness. Come to Chilani, people, everything you talk about this or this. Me know you about Chilani. So I look where you used to go in the ghetto. Not people one room. But look, we vote and you get it. Mr. Andrew Holness do better. God will tear down for your bands.
Honorable Prime Minister of Jamaica, how are you doing today? I know that you are well stressed because of the natural disaster. Don't stress yourself. I come to let you aware that during the hurricane that was going on into Jamaica, there was underground bombing going on. They did not let you know because you are just a Jamaican like myself who get the position to become a Prime Minister. But during the hurricane, there was underground bombing going on. That is why we have so many walls crumble. That is why so many buildings go down. That is why we have so much shelling away of the earth. That is why so many rivers been taking over the land. That is why so many seawater taking over the land and pushing the people's house out. There was indeed underground bombing. I just want you to know, our Honorable Prime Minister, I know that Nani has died, Kojo, and all of the freedom fighters, but I want you to be aware that new freedom fighters are here. We are here in the natural and also in the spirit realm. We see what many cannot see in the spirit realm. We know what many cannot know into the spirit realm. We are governing Jamaica, we are observing Jamaica, and we are keeping you posted of what is happening in Jamaica. All you see them are gone and coming in with how many aid to assist us. They really don't mean us well. They want us to fall. They want us to suffer because they recognize that Jamaica was heading to become first world, very wealthy, and your people would be good. But don't worry yourself. The oracle is here. The watchmen and women that God has is right here into the Caribbean. We are observing, we are watching. We will keep you posted in the realm of the spirit, what is going on, what has been happening. That is one of the main reasons why the road them bust up. Water bust up the road, yes, but they were also doing underground bombing. And I need for you to get together with your team in the Caribbean to ensure that the warship or whatever you call it on the Caribbean Sea leave. These people are wicked. These people are mafia. These people are jinal. They place their warship on the Caribbean and they are performing war, but they are doing it underneath the sea. Yes, our Prime Minister, this one is a shocker, but it's truth. And they targeted and shoot the bombs into Black River. They shoot the bombs into St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland because it is a tourist area. And they want to get the people off their land and want to scare the people for the people to run. And the wickedest thing, they shoot the bombs under the earth to make it look like God is this wicked to send earthquake during a storm. They are the culprits that were shooting the bombs. Yes, Prime Minister, yes, Jamaicans, I want you to be aware. This is no other person than your oracle divine out of Jamaica. Shalom. We are still watching and keeping an eye on them all. And please remind them, Exodus 20 will deal with them, that they won't like it. Thank you.
Media listeners, my colleagues who are here, we wanted to have this press conference this morning. It's the second press conference we've had since the hurricane hit Jamaica. First one was about a week after the hurricane hit. We're now about 4 weeks since that date, 3 weeks since the press conference. And I wanted to have the elected representatives of the people in the constituencies that have been extremely badly affected to have the chance. I wanted to give them a chance to describe to the media and the public what they're experiencing and the deficiencies in the response, the gaps that need to be filled, and the decisions that need to be taken. This is not to be anything other than responsible representatives of the people to bring to the attention of the authorities and the public what needs to be done to make the overall response more effective. We know that there are hundreds of thousands of people whose lives have been turned upside down by this cataclysmic event, and the effects of that event are ongoing. We talk about phases and initial response morphing into recovery and other phases. But the truth is that because of the very ad hoc arrangements that have been put in place thus far, the level of normalcy and stability that have returned to the lives of people in the badly affected areas is very erratic. Some people have received relief because of good fortune, happen to be living in close to the major arterial roads, or they have had the benefit of interventions from international and local NGOs and disaster relief organizations. But many, many others have had little or no interventions. And so the situation is not an even one. And there are far too many people still who are suffering from the initial effects of this hurricane. The opposition, as I said at the first press conference, and I want to repeat it now, we must not seek to score political points as a competitor of the government. This is not the time for that. We've just gone through a general election barely 2 months ago. This is a time when Jamaica is facing a huge disaster, an economic disaster, a social disaster, a humanitarian disaster. And the role of the opposition at a time like this is to help the government to respond as effectively as possible. Because we want Jamaica to get back on its feet. We represent people who need that to happen. So when you see us perhaps disagreeing with the government on a particular issue, it is not as a result of being cantankerous or being trivial or petty. We take issue with those things that we think are fundamental and that we should not allow to be implemented in the originally proposed way, because it will have a deleterious effect. It will have an effect on the governance of the country or on the response to the disaster, which is suboptimal and needs to be improved. And that is how we have been attempting to approach this. Equity, transparency, and accountability are vital in the response to a disaster. We have heard numerous reports that political representatives of the governing party are being used to distribute government relief, taxpayer funded or donor funded through the government relief, in ways which they have no legal or political standing constitutionally to play that role. Elected representatives must be included in things that are happening in their constituency so that they have information, so that their information can be shared with those who are operating on the ground, and you can work together with all stakeholders, including those who are representing the other side of the political fence, to get the best possible solution in a difficult situation. That is not happening. I have been bringing these incidents, as I hear of them, I have been bringing them to the attention of the Prime Minister through WhatsApp. He has not responded to me at all since last week, the Saturday before last, 10 days ago. I have not heard from him in response to any of my messages. So when the Minister of Information says that we have been communicating constantly, that is simply untrue. There has been a total cessation of any communication, certainly coming in my direction, from the Prime Minister. I note that there's a decision that has been taken to enact legislation to establish a new reconstruction agency, the acronym NARA, National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, I believe, which will have wide powers to ensure that decisions can be taken very quickly when it comes to rebuilding, for example. I know that this is something that the private sector have been agitating for, and I see the need for it. But where you are circumventing normal procedures because the circumstances that we're in require that, it is all the more important that the thing be done in a transparent manner, and that all critical stakeholders should be at the table when those decisions are being taken or being reviewed. The Prime Minister, in making that announcement, spoke of a broad-based governance structure for this new authority. I had called for something of that nature right after the hurricane. I wrote to him about it. However, I noticed that he, at his press conference when he announced it, he made no mention of the opposition being at the table. I don't know whether that omission was inadvertent or deliberate, but I can tell you that if we want Jamaica to get back on her feet as quickly as possible, if we want to avoid social dislocation, and if we want people to feel that the response is equitable, is well designed, and is without political bias, it is important that critical stakeholders be at the table. And the opposition, with 28 seats in the parliament and almost the same number of votes in the last election as the government, should be part of that process. We are willing to serve, but we are currently being excluded. All of the committees that have been established under the cabinet, including the private sector committees and so on, the opposition is not present on any of those committees.
No, Mark Golin, you know, watching this clip, it really breaks my heart. Cause you know why? I can see that you're hurt. because you really care about the people them that voted for you. And it's one of the hardest thing for any person. It's like you know that these people are counting on you and you can't do nothing to help them. You can't do nothing to help them. And why? Because the government that was elected feels that because he's elected as the leader, all the rest of thousands of people that voted for you and the rest of the PNP parliamentarian, him are telling us if who no vote no count, which is wrong. And I tell you why. Cause clearly PNP won back at least 14 more seats in the general election. And all of these people votes count. Now, all of these constituencies are PNP MP are the leader of them constituency there. And if the government of Jamaica number 28 feels that those MP will win them constituency, yeah, should not have no funds to take care of them people, what that's saying to you people and parliamentarian that the government doesn't count on no, he count on no out, him no response to no, cause uno is not a part of Jamaica. Meaning the Prime Minister doesn't see you as a Jamaican. Everybody say you don't have a bar at Jamaica for be a Jamaican, yeah? Him doesn't see you as a Jamaican because on election day you never choose Jamaica. So him not count you as a Jamaican. You not counted in the census, you not counted in the financial means of Jamaica, because you never choose Jamaica. Only the people that may choose Jamaica, him cater for. You get it? Am I wrong or am I right?
This is how the Ministry of Labour and Social Security distribute food in Western Westmoreland. They find the JLP areas and they distribute food in the name of the government. Now look at this. Look at this.
And Holness will left on the back. None of you know us not fix yet. Fix the whole labor right. Go to your constituents, them and ask who are labor right. And make them show you who them vote for and dig up their name.
Them constituencies there where it's PNP MP own. Win them constituency there. Number 28 doesn't concern about you lot. This is why he is not letting these MP or giving them the funds to take care of the people who vote for them. Now number 28, you need to know, say, yeah? You see all of these thousands of people who vote, they are Jamaican and them vote count. And you see who them vote for, you need to give the MP of them constituency there all the rights to take care of them people that vote for them, because them never vote for you and them are part of Jamaica. No, you have to remember saying no. You is not the government. You were elected to take care of the entire Jamaica. That means that you come with your self-centered, bad mind, wicked, evil ways and come and make decision like is you vote yourself in. Or because you vote in, every decision belongs to you. No, a unity is the way forward. And you see from you now go unite with the other MP, elected MP, where the people them elected in them constituencies. You don't want to give them the funds. It's not gonna turn out well for Jamaica. And you need to stop this bull about people are bringing down Jamaica, because you are the one that bringing down Jamaica. Because Jamaica cannot be Jamaica without the people them. And you only care about certain people. And we're tired of it. You need to free the people them of Jamaica. You need to let the elected MP of these constituencies give them the funds, give them the resource, give them everything to take care of them people. MP. On to gather on the people them, you know. We vote for you, you know, cause them vote for you, you know. Mark Golding, if you gather your people them, vote for you, you know. And if you don't get no money, you know, For take care of the people them, you know. Only for march out, brother. March out in thousands, bro. Make this man know, say, nah, Jamaica no belongs to you. You are just the government. Whatever money there. Whatever money in the government is not for you. If you say, oh, you want to use it, it's supposed to be split evenly. That means that the MP them only need to gather the suffering people them. Only need to march out because you need money for the people them, because the people them ready for march out. Only just need to back the people them. And we march out, brother.